It's always square. So this week we're going to do the scariest things type. The first question is scariest real life experience. When I was like 7, I think, I don't know, it was really scary at the time, but I was swimming like in our pool and I did a somersault in the water. No, and then I started drowning because I didn't know which way was up. And I tried to put my legs.
Are you?
And I tried to put my legs up, but I didn't know which way was the sky. And then my grandma had to come and save me.
Okay. The scariest thing that ever happened to me was one time I was babysitting my brother, and there was nobody home, and we didn't own any pets at the time. It was when we first moved into my dad's house, and I was babysitting him. The power went out. Nobody else lost power except for us. And then we were just sitting on the couch because we didn't know what to do because there was no candles or anything because we just moved in the house and we didn't have anything yet. So we were sitting there and we heard a cupboard door slam, and there's nobody home but me and him. And then we ran into his room, and then we heard, like, something, like, scurry across the floor kind of thing. The scariest thing ever.
Scariest thing, real life experience, well, it wasn't really real life. But I had a dream once that you would swim in this circle of 8, and then this, in a lake, and then this thing would grab you by the ankle and chain your ankle, and it would, like, wheel down, and then you would be trapped in this box, and you'd have to get up before the time was up. And so I went down with a bunch of friends, I guess, and the box was black inside, and except for my box, I guess. So I went down, and you have to hold your breath, obviously. And then if you watch American Horror Story, Bloody Face was going swimming around.
Oh my god,
stabbing
so
the box.
stupid.
No, he like
I said you're so stupid.
No, he was cutting the boxes in half. So I got out. Then I went up, and I ran into this little boy at a tree. Okay. I didn't do it. The second one is scariest paranormal experience. And then the first one was this one time I was like on FaceTime with someone. I know who they are. And I was sitting at the table. I was like home alone. And I was sitting at the table, and like I looked over and looked back really fast. And as I looked like this way, I seen like a child put their hands on the table and like peek over and then peek back down. And it was like the scariest thing in my whole entire life. I like freaked out, and I was like hiding. But we were at my mother's friend's house, and there was a mattress, like a damn mattress, and my dog was lying right by it. And then it slowly, like one part of the mattress just slowly like went down, like as if someone was sitting on it, and started to move back. Then my dog started to growl at it, and that's what happened. Third question. Scariest movie you've ever seen? I think a lot of scary movies like get me the first time. Like The Strangers, like the first time I watched that was really scary because it's one of those with like jump scares, and you see like the man with the bag on his head like in the background. Yeah. And those get me a lot. And it was like based off like a home intruder, and like those are real, and so are like paranormal stuff and like murder. So if you add those all together in a movie, it's like realistic and horrifying. So probably The Strangers the first time I watched it. Mine was Jeepers Creepers.
Oh my god, I remember you and Max watching that.
It scarred me, like, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you afraid of the dark? Why or why not? Why or why not? Yeah, but at the same time, no. Like, I sleep without a light, but I only turn the light off, like, when I'm about to fall asleep, because I'll end up, like, leaving it on all night, and I'll, like, burn down my house. But, yeah, I guess so. Like, me and Brett are one of those people that you have to, like, turn the light off and, like, bolt up the stairs. Hold on. Okay. I would definitely say that I am scared.
Yes, you so are. Well, I am too. So. almost 18 and I'm still scared of the dark. There's nothing wrong with it.
I would say I'm scared of the dark. Because, well, for one, whenever, to say if I do come downstairs, every single light needs that scary story.
Okay. Question number 7. We're adding on to this tag. Somebody told you?
Yeah.
Was this one time, this man, like he was the delivery man, and he'd always deliver this package to this door. And he'd like knock on the door and look through the keyhole to see if anybody was there, because nobody was ever there, and it was always just red, like somebody like put their finger over it. And like he'd just leave the package and come back the next day, and then there would just be like red over the keyhole and you couldn't see anything, and he'd leave the package, and then one day the woman that occupied the house died, so he went to the funeral, and it was an open casket and her eyes were red. I was like, I can't do it. Oh, it gets me every time.
The dog, like the drip one, that one still gets me because like that could happen. Like the one with the dog, and it's like all I heard was drip, and he like they sleep with their arm off the bed and their dog like their hands on it.
Yeah.
It's like humans can lick too, and blood on the mirror.
Yeah.
Like that one's so cheesy and everything, but it still gets me. Okay.
But it's like this little boy, he's sleeping in his room, and he hears his mom scream, and he got too scared, so he just stayed in his room. Then he heard his dad scream, and then there's footsteps like at the door or whatever. He just hid under his blankets, and because he was like 3. Well, not 3, he's like 4.
Oh, the furnace just started.
And then he just stayed in his bed. He's like, it's probably nothing. And then like the door slowly opened or something like that. That thing that killed his parents set his like dead parents at the end of his bed and just set them there. They were looking at him. He was like under his blanket. Whenever he looked up over his blanket, that thing was in the corner, just standing there staring, just like the parents were. And he's just.
So how do you get the parents to like stand up then?
No, they're just sitting like on. He like pulled out a trunk, like that was at the end of the bed. Just made them sit there.
Okay, I'm done. Okay.
Stop doing that! Somebody shut it up!
Thanks for watching this week's video.
I hope you enjoyed. Happy Friday 13th.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Sugar tits.